Welcome, welcome, welcome. It's Carol Moulton coming to you once again with Tea Time with Carol. I hope that things have been going well with you in the new world, in the new year. Things are kind of crazy all over, admittedly, but there is a way to maintain your peace, and you can make a decision to walk in peace and just not walk back out. I mean, that sounds simple, but um, you can do it. I have every confidence in you. So, anyway, come on in. What are we? I'm sticking with coffee today. This is a coffee day. It's Saturday. It's lovely. It's not raining. It's not snowing. It looks like a really, really nice day, which is weird for February. Happy Valentine's Day in advance. If you have a loved one, that's wonderful. If you don't, that's wonderful because it's an opportunity for you to love on yourself a little bit more. Just to share with you. Oh, are you in? Come in, fluffed up the pillows. I've got everything ready for you. So come in and get situated. And I'm not going to be talking long today. I always say that, but it's true. I'm not going to keep you long. But there are a couple of things that I want to share with you today. Going back to the line about Valentine's Day, I think it's important that we remember, particularly for women, that we remember to do things for ourselves. We're very out focused, taking care of everybody, making sure that everything gets done, that nothing falls through the cracks. And somehow we forget to put ourselves on that to do list. So, this is my gentle reminder that you do that. And just to share with you one thing that I'm doing. April is my birthday month, and so I decided that I was going to do something special for me, and something that I don't normally kind of do. There is a Van Gogh exhibit that's coming to Washington. It may actually be here, but it's like a 3D kind of thing where you're in the picture. You all are familiar with Vincent Van Gogh, the painter who cut off his ear, and but he does beautiful, beautiful, beautiful work. An impressionist painter. And so I decided, I bought the ticket, and in fact, I bought the VIP ticket, and I bought all it's like a souvenir gift. You get a mug, you get a pencil, you get a journal, some kind of stuff. Well, I bought that too because I decided I was going to take advantage of the whole thing, and I am so excited to be going. Now, I'm not going to speak nothing into existence, but if it snows that day, I'm going to be very disappointed, but I'm still going to go no matter what. I'm going to go. So, with that being said, this is my reminder to you to put you on the to do list and make sure you take care of you. Schedule a massage, or do something that you don't normally do, just to get that mind body thing going, and you get out of your head for a minute, get into your body, and um, you'll have a much better outlook if you take my advice. Okay, so what I actually wanted to talk to you about today is about how to make change. And this is part one. There's actually going to be four parts to this, but this is just the initial part. Um, One of the things that I've noticed as a coach is that um, when people are challenged about changes that they need to make, there are frequently some excuses, and this also applies to when if you're a person who makes resolutions at New Year's or any particular time, and if you're frustrated and because you can't quite figure out why you make the resolutions, and then before the end of the month they're kind of forgotten, they're back on the back burner. This may help you to understand that. So Let's say you want to make a change, okay, in your life, whether it's lose weight or go to the gym more regularly, or whatever it is, it doesn't matter. So let's talk about what you have to do before you make that decision to go. There's some mental processes, and so let's talk about it. Um, One of the things that there are four processes at the very beginning. Okay, so let's just start there. Um, so let's say you come to me and for a consultation, and I say, what brings you here? Is there a problem that you would like to address? And you say, and I've heard this before, I don't have any problems that need changing. I don't have any problems. Well, unless you are able to walk on water, I beg to differ. I believe that we all have something that bears some looking at. So it may be that you're reluctant to change. It may be that change is very threatening to you, or mentally you don't know what that would look like, or you think it would be painful, and your brain, your lizard brain, wants to always keep you in comfort. So it's very easy to say, well, I don't have any problems that need changing. I'm fine. I'm fine, because change represents a threat. So think about it that way. Is that part of what's going on? And if this resonates for you, fine. If it doesn't, that's okay too. But I'm sure that there's somebody that this will kind of hit home for. And if it does, you can just say ouch, 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 and it's okay. It's perfectly okay. Now the second thing that may happen is when someone says to you, what problem would you like to work on? You say, I'll change when I'm ready. Now that may be rebellious, you a kind of rebellious, um, that you need to change. You acknowledge that a change is needed, but you're kind of in rebellion about it. You're like, well, I'll do it when I'm ready. And I've heard that also. So the underneath of it is, it's a little threatening for me to implement the changes. I know I need to do it. I hear that a lot with people with substance abuse issues. I don't really have a problem. I can stop smoking, I can stop drinking anytime I want. I'm just not ready right now. So that can be a reason to not implement the change that you need to make. The third thing that comes up a lot, same question, what's the problem that you'd like to work on? And the answer is, what's the point? I'm going to fail anyway. Well, that can be when you feel like you just can't win. You're already resigned, and it's just not going to happen for you. Well, is that true? Is that really true? You're feeling like you're already feeling defeated, so what's the point? Well, you know, don't worry, there's an answer, there's help for you. My suggestion, I'm not trying to give you all the answers right here. I just want you to be aware of how this operates in your brain, so that when you hear it coming up, you know how to address it. You know, um, sometimes we do get into these patterns of, you know, nothing works out for me, everything is bad, everything is, I never win at anything, everything always goes bad, there's always a problem, that kind of thing. And there are ways to deal with that, but I just want you to be aware right now. We're not trying to fix it. We just want to be aware of how this operates. The last one is also one that comes up a lot with substance abuse issues, and that's what the answer to the question of Is there a problem you'd like to address? Do you think you're drinking too much? And the answer comes back, well, it may be a problem for some, but it doesn't apply to me. Now, it doesn't mean that that you're doing blackout drinking, but it can be that you're rationalizing the issue, that within yourself that there's a problem, that you're taking things too far, but you're rationalizing. Well, that applies to some, but it doesn't. That's not me. And this can be anything. This can be being chronically late to work. It can be using sex, to deal with. It's a problem for some, but it doesn't apply to me. It's not a problem for me. I can handle it. If you're doing stuff that's risky, it can be anything. It can be anything. And deep down, that you need to make a change, but you're just not quite ready to do it yet. So the point of all that I'm talking about is to say, when you you want to make a change, rather than jumping right into the change, look at these four questions, these four responses, and see if any of it sticks. Because these things, if this is what's going on with you, it'll be very, very difficult unless you address these areas. It will be very difficult for you to overcome and stick with the change that you say you want to make. So this is not, I'm not going to leave you here in the valley. We're going to come out the valley, but that's going to be at part 2. This is just part 1. But I'd really like to know if this resonates for you, if this makes sense, if how does this feel to you? Does this feel familiar? Is this a pattern that you've noticed in your life? I'd really love to hear from you. So feel free to contact me, either on the Facebook page or send me a DM, and let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. But, the whole point is, you want to make change, you see a need to make change, but you're not sure how to do it, how to go about it, and you haven't been successful in the past. So, but that doesn't mean you can't be successful now, in the present. So that was my word for you for today. And I'm hoping that this in some way resonates, and feel free to share this with someone that you think it might. Now, don't use it as a weapon. Don't beat nobody over the head with this. Yeah, Carol said you need to change. Don't do that. Please don't do that. But anyway, we're here. We're here to help, and that's all. I promised I wasn't going to keep you long. I'm keeping my word today. And that's really all that I wanted to share with you. So next week, we're going to continue talking about change, how to make change. And we're going to go into part 2, what part 2 looks like on this journey of easing into making change. So change, we're going to make it into, how do you eat the elephant one bite at a time? So we're making, small bites of making change. So in the meantime, until we meet again, just remember, I do love you. I really, really do. And continue to be blessed. Stay focused. Stay on your path, because nobody can walk it out but you. Failure's not an option. We're all going to get there. And until next time, remember, everything you want is on the other side of fear. Love you. Take care.